Hey guys, Kevin here with Ducati Spacer's channel. If you tuned into our last video, you saw that we installed the Akrapovic exhaust. Michelle, get a nice view of that. One thing I really wanted to do was a video talking about the benefits of the Throttle Spacer Kit, specifically for people who are commuting on their bike. Let's be honest, you own a Ducati, you mostly go to work, go to Starbucks on the weekends, you don't necessarily always hit the canyons, the twisties, the track. So this video is going to be for you. We're going to talk about riding your Ducati around town with and without the Throttle Spacer Kit. You know, what are the benefits of installation? The Throttle Spacer Kit, it consists of a couple pieces of injection molded plastic, designed to stretch a little bit, designed to last the entire life of your motorcycle. In addition to that, you're going to get this full color 4-page instruction manual outlining all of the steps. Super simple, maybe just a 10 or 15 minute installation with very basic hand tools. Anyone can do it and the benefits are huge. Any kind of screwdriver handle like this that can accept regular hex bits, you're going to need a Phillips and the tri-wing bit that's included, as well as a flathead screwdriver just to simplify the installation. And that's all you need. Super simple, super easy. Anyone can do it with 10 or 15 minutes at home. So this is actually compatible with all Panigale models, all the way back to 2012, whenever the 1199 was released, to the new 2018 Speciale. A lot of monster models, Multistrada, 950, XDiavel. We'll put the entire list in the description below. With a ride-by-wire setup, it's all electronic. There's no reason to have that slop there. This is 2018. There is no reason to have slop in your throttle anymore. It's totally unnecessary. It just makes the throttle a lot more difficult to control, especially at slow speeds, on-off transitions. Trust me, once you get that Throttle Spacer Kit installed and you feel the difference in how your bike feels, especially around town, you're going to be blown away.
The first benefit that I want to talk about of the Spacer Kit is starting from a standstill. You can see all of this slop in the throttle. Because there's that little bit of slop, it's like you just really struggle to get that smooth takeoff. There's always a little bit of uncertainty about exactly how much throttle you're applying, and yeah, you can totally get used to it. I 100% agree you can get used to it. But why would you want to get used to it? You just bought a really fancy brand new Italian superbike. Do you really want to get used to a shitty throttle? So now that we have the Spacer Kit installed, I mean, check it out. Zero slop whatsoever. Immediate response from that throttle. So much smoother. You know, it's kind of effortless to keep that consistent throttle as you're taking off. And it's just not the case without the Throttle Spacer Kit. Oh my god, that is just buttery smooth. So the second benefit that I want to talk about is just maintaining slow speeds in traffic. You're going around town like this, you're just trying to keep up with traffic. You know, you're kind of always going to be in that like 1-2% throttle application, just maintaining a slow speed. And with that slop in the throttle, you know, I'm constantly accidentally rolling on and off the throttle when I'm trying to just maintain that 1 or 2%. I'm going to maintain just 30 miles an hour here in second gear, just maintain that 1 or 2% throttle, effortless. I'm not in that awkward zone where I'm jumping on and off the throttle like I was last time. The bike really just behaves the way that I feel like it should from the factory. Okay, here we are at my final destination. Okay, done with my pit stop, back on the bike. Let's keep talking about this Spacer Kit. There's a third major benefit that I want to discuss, and that's slowing down coming to a stop. On bikes that don't have the up-down quick shifter like this one does, you have to use that right wrist, you gotta blip the throttle, match revs to smoothly downshift. And when you have that, you know, serious slop in the throttle, it just means a lot more input from your wrist is required to get the blip that you need. Installing the Spacer Kit takes up that first 3 or 5 degrees of slop, makes it so it's effortless to give it that little blip to downshift. Riding along here in 4th gear. Look at, see, I go to give it like what I think is the required amount of throttle input, and the slipper clutch has to take up all of the slack. And especially say you're trying to brake and downshift simultaneously, in order to not upset your front braking, you want to give it as little wrist input as possible. Okay, let's watch this. Look at that. Like, I can do it, but it takes a lot of wrist movement. With the Spacer Kit installed, it's probably half as much, if not less, wrist input required to get that blip. So as I'm coming to a stop here, look at that. So little throttle input required to get those blips. That's all it takes. All it takes. So I think that's really the way that the throttle should behave when you're downshifting. And I'm up in 4th gear now. I can even be braking. Just like effortless little blips. Effortless. Listen to that. I mean, feel it, listen to it. Everything about it is just so much smoother. For less than 40 bucks, less than 15 minutes of your time, the benefits are staggering. Staggering. So there you go. Those are the top 3 benefits. I'm gonna roll back into the garage now. We'll close this video out. Thanks so much for riding with me.
All right guys, so there you have it. The top 3 benefits of installing the Throttle Spacer Kit, specifically for commuters. Number 1, taking off smoothly from a stop. Number 2, maintaining slow speed in traffic. And number 3, effortless throttle blips when you're downshifting coming to a stop. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to check out DucatiSpacers.com. We have a full FAQ there, along with all the information and videos you can want to learn more about the product. Also feel free to contact us directly. You'll find the contact info in the description below or over at our website. Thanks so much for tuning in. Subscribe and like if you like what you saw here. Of course, there's going to be a lot more cool content coming with this Speciale, so stay tuned and please subscribe. Thanks so much.